They said the same thing about the forward pass, that it wasn't aesthetically pleasing. It wasn't the real game. You can't use aesthetics as an argument to ban something. You just can't do that.
Sal, let me throw this one out at you here now as we take a look at this Eagles game against the Rams. The Eagles passing game has not been called upon so far this year. Now they're 2-0. They can't go 3-0 in 2 weeks. So they haven't needed a passing game. So what's your take there? Do you think the Eagles passing game is ready to go once it's called upon?
Not yet. I have to see it in action. This is a good week for the Eagles passing game. I think they match up well against the Rams defense in a number of areas. Bottom line is the Rams had a very, very difficult time containing Saquon Barkley and the Eagles' rushing attack in the divisional round of the playoffs. And I think in this game, unlike the last game, I think the Eagles will try to establish some kind of passing game that opens up Saquon Barkley in this football game. So, their defensive coordinator does not like to blitz that much. And they will probably try to disrupt Jalen Hurts. Now, with Dallas Goedert status uncertain for the game, that's a big piece to the puzzle. I'm not trying to make excuses or justification. It is just a fact. He's a very underrated pass-catching tight end who was an extraordinary blocker. So missing him is a big piece. Grant Calcaterra can catch the ball, but he's not a good blocker. Not compared when you compare it to Dallas Goedert. Good blocker, but Dallas is just so much better. So they got to have him on the field, in my opinion. He's important in order to get this thing really revved up. But, Pat, it's very vanilla right now, and they need to loosen it up. Far be it for me to tell Kevin Patullo what to do, but it's pretty obvious what worked for Kellen Moore last year was the motion and the ability for these wide receivers to get a free release off the line of scrimmage.
Right.
It's a static passing game. Anybody sees that can see it. Anybody who watches it can see it. It's a static passing game. And so it's incumbent upon Patullo and Sirianni to be much more creative in the usage of their top two pass catchers and Johan Dotson, who's proven to be a pretty reliable target for Jalen Hurts. And this is the game to do that. You catch the Rams on back-to-back road trips. Their body clocks say it's 10 a.m. West Coast time when they suit up, line up, and play. Their body clocks are a lot different than when they are playing on the West Coast in those late games. Right. So this is the game where they can get it going.
Sal, A.J. Brown is a big, tough. He's a physical receiver. He's not a speedster. And I think he's better at those contested catches where he is simply going to muscle out the defender. Now, if the Eagles see a lot of zone, does that diminish him as a target for Jalen Hurts?
I don't think so.
No.
He's very good at working underneath the zone. Those crossing routes, he has killed teams that have been mostly zone defenses. I think they just got to keep throwing him the football. Okay. A lot of crossing routes, a lot of rub routes. Get him in situations where he gets free releases off the line of scrimmage, and then just throw him the ball because he will win. Like you said, big, strong wide receiver. He will win.
Yeah. And it's something, though, to see that much talent between him, of course, Devonta Smith, Jalen Hurts. But my take, Sal, is that they just haven't been called upon to do it. The Eagles seem constantly to get themselves in 3rd and 1. You know what I mean? And if they're that successful, 1st and 2nd down, where it's 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 5. And so they never really have to test it. But I believe, like you just said, I think you're going to see it Sunday because Sirianni's going to want to see it. So I think they will start to go
well
deep
against the Rams, particularly in this game. And getting back to the Tush push, Pat, and I know this is something you wanted to explore a little bit more. So the Eagles with Tush push, since they really started using it in 2022, have scored 34 touchdowns just on that play alone.
Yeah.
34 times 7 is 238 points. The Giants last year, as a team, scored 273 points. Pat, this has been such a productive, potent play for them, such an effective play, that I think people are dreaming if they think they're going to talk the Eagles out of using this, because it's so powerful and it's demoralizing when you know you're down at the goal line and you have no shot to stop it. It takes your heart and mind out of the game.
Yeah, it certainly does. And of course, he's such a weapon. Barkley is such a weapon. How do you change your game plan to not give him the ball? I mean, that seems so counterintuitive, But the Eagles said they got a lot to work with. Now, here's what they have to work against.
All the purists out there who want to ban the play, when Teddy Roosevelt forced pro football to use the forward pass when he had to reform the game in 1912, they said the same thing about the forward pass, that it wasn't aesthetically pleasing. It wasn't the real game. You can't use aesthetics as an argument to ban something. You just can't do that. It's like,
I agree, Sal. Stop it. That's all. You want to end it? Stop it. That's all. It'll go away all by itself. But as long as they can't stop the Eagles from doing it, it's going to be here.